round 2 of the narrow-body battle as Airbus and Boeing meet head-to-head at the Farnborough Air Show. There's little question Airbus stole the show last year at Le Bourget with a slew of orders for the A320neo, helping propel the order book for the Neo to 1,200 firm orders within the first year of program launch. Boeing was largely on the sidelines, still figuring out what its strategy should be, but with the 737 MAX launched, Boeing is now fighting back. The final design is not frozen, but Boeing enters Farnborough with an order lead in this year's MAX versus Neo face-off. The two will not just be squabbling over aircraft performance, but even over smaller elements like winglets. Airbus is working on its so-called sharklet design. Not to be outdone, Boeing has unveiled an entirely new winglet configuration for the MAX. Where does that leave others? Bombardier is trying to regain some momentum for its C-Series. The aircraft is due to fly around the turn of this year. Other aircraft makers are dealing with their own issue. Even as the Mitsubishi regional jet schedule has been delayed, the Pratt & Whitney PW1200 engine for the MRJ has begun flight trials. For Superjet, the show comes just weeks after the tragic loss of one of its aircraft in Indonesia. Embraer, meanwhile, is unveiling upgrades to its E-jets, even as it talks to customers about what its future aircraft should look like. ATR is also looking at the next generation, but the Farnborough focus will be on starting to build the backlog for the next 1,000 aircraft. The EADS Finmeccanica joint venture recently celebrated delivery of its 1,000th aircraft. But the battle is not just being fought in the regional and narrow-body market. Look for much discussion over Boeing's 777X, a yet-to-be-defined update of the hot-selling widebody. The 777X is to keep that product strong against Airbus's A350, which is headed for first flight next year. That twin widebodies engine, the Rolls-Royce Trent XWB, is already flying on a testbed. Boeing is also taking on the A350 with its 787, which has been travelling the world on its dream tour. At the top end, the battle between Boeing and Airbus will only intensify now that Lufthansa has begun airline operations with the 747-8i. Airbus, meanwhile, is fighting back and ready to put issues over wing component cracks behind it.